Hello everybody, happy Friday, welcome on in, good to have ya. Hello. Welcome to the Friday stream. Hope y'all are having a lovely day indeed. Welcome on in. Lovely to see y'all out here. Dominic, how we doing? Visa, how we doing? Sparrow, hello. Lauren, Umberfi, hello. Lalika, hi. Delaney, what's going on? Jordan, how you doing? Spirit Almond, what's going on? Otzi, hi. Obvious Pechioderm, hello. American Mailing, hello. Mctera, hi. Alina, what's up? How you doing? Jordan, welcome on in. Arcane Knight, lovely to see ya. Hi everybody, how we doing? Happy Friday, my friends. Happy Friday. Honestly, I was vibing out to the starting music, a little bit of that, and then I also was like, oh, I meant to make a post on the Instagram. I had to get my monthly Instagram post in. Y'all got it. All the Instagram followers need to know that I'm still alive, so obviously I had to get the 1 month Instagram post, so you all could go leave a like on that, but don't leave the stream. Only if like if you can open another side tab, because you know you can go check it out after too, but you know, there we go. And while you're at doing the liking thing, maybe leave a like on the stream too. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope the doggos are doing okay. Coda slept through the entire night last night, so that was great. Very happy about that. Well, actually, he woke up once. But Sid was amazing, and she handled it, and I didn't even know. I didn't wake up at all. We've been, just to keep a better eye on him, we've been having both dogs sleep in our bedroom with us so that they're just a little bit closer, and if he starts moving around, it's easier to hear. For those who didn't hear, I posted on Twitter yesterday that Coda's had an upset tummy and has been had a constant case of the diarrheas since like 9 p.m. on Wednesday. Wednesday night going into Thursday morning, I didn't sleep at all. He was up every hour on the hour of, Dad, I gotta go outside. So yeah, but yeah, he only had to go out once last night, so he's doing a lot better now, so that's really good. And I actually got to sleep last night, so that's even better. Provide, thank you for the 11 months. I really do appreciate it. One more for the whole year, and you got a full-grown tree, my friend. Look at that. Birthday is this Sunday, which I'm excited about. Hey, happy birthday. I do have to know, how's the birthday so close to the holidays? If you celebrate, if you don't celebrate, then it's just birthday time, and that's fantastic. And you get a reason to celebrate during this time of year. But close to like Christmas and everything like that, do you feel like it gets like lumped into the other holidays? Or do you feel like you still get to have the whole birthday celebration too? You know, that's important. Make sure you make some time for it. That girl, Tamiria, thank you so much for the 2 months at tier 2. Currently 4:51 a.m. and finished moving house yesterday. Oh God, go get some sleep. Haven't been able to catch a stream in ages. You gotta be exhausted. If you're still 4:51 and if you were up the entire night moving and all that, oh, I'm so sorry. Go get some rest. But yeah, it's not that bad. My family has always kept them separate, which I'm very appreciative. Okay, that's cool. There you go. That's good. Ready for Christmas? Yeah, we've been having like Christmas music going on. We've been watching Christmas movies and all that stuff, and it's been fun. I definitely like feeling the holiday vibe this year, which is fun. I'm excited. Our craziness begins Saturday, tomorrow. Tomorrow is when our holiday craziness of non-stop dates of events or just things happening. I think we have one day between tomorrow and Christmas where we don't have an event. So that's going to be fun. So it's just a lot of stuff, but it's all with people that we love and we get to celebrate with. And we're very lucky to have so many different groups of friends and family that we can celebrate and have like Christmas holiday gift giving stuff and things like that with. So it's very cool. We're very lucky to have so many people in our lives that we are able to connect with around the holidays and everything like that. So it's really cool, but it's definitely a lot of things going on, so it's I'm trying to be very mindful of it. I got one video left to record. I'm halfway through it. So I've got to somehow slot in some time to do that, and then I'm done. Do I like Lego? I guess you can't really see them, but yeah, there's like 6 Legos on the thing over there, and there's another 2 Legos over here. I have almost every single one of the Lego plants now. I'm very happy about it. Otzi, thank you so much for the 15 months. Wow, time flies, man. Love the content. Keep up the amazing work. Hope the doggos are doing better. Have a very happy and relaxing holidays. Also, like the stream. Thank you so much, Ozzy. I appreciate it. Right back at you. Hope you have a lovely holiday and New Year's and all that good stuff. Oh my gosh. How is Elf winning over Klaus? I don't know. It's obviously people just haven't seen Klaus. I think the reason why Elf is winning over Klaus is people haven't seen Klaus. If you would like any Christmas or holiday homework on your 2-week vacation from school, or hopefully you have some time off, your homework from fWhip is that you have to go watch Klaus before December 25th. That the due date is December 24th. You have to, by that time, you have to tweet at me that you watched Klaus and how much that it's now your favorite Christmas movie. You're welcome. It's a slow start, but you got to get the 20-30 minutes into the film, and then you're like, oh my god, I love it. Lampoon's Christmas is also pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Don't have Netflix. That's fair. Haven't seen it, but I will. I've seen it, but I will. Oh yeah, no, it's our it's one of our yearly watches that also has to be. There's like a tier of movie that you watch during the holidays that like, these are the holiday movies that I enjoy, and we can just kind of toss them out whenever. Like as soon as you hit December 1st, you can just toss it on, and that's fine. But then you get like to the higher tier of Christmas movies, and it's like you can't watch Klaus early on in December because it's such a good one that you have to save it for a little bit closer to the 25th, so you really just get the full Christmas effect in all of it. So you know, it's a good one though. It's a good one. Best Christmas movie is Elf. Yeah, Will Ferrell did do a good job. He did do a good job in that one. Christmas horrors, dude. I don't watch any horror movies. You'll never catch me recommending a horror movie. It is Halloween and all that, because it's all focused around horror and spooky, scary stuff. Is not my time of year. Klaus has to be reserved. Yeah, it's got to be a close one. I will say I was gonna put up a 5th one on there, but I was like, okay, I need to have some break in there, and so I put Die Hard for a funny one instead for the poll. But I was going to put up the Grinch, but then I figured I'd have to specify which Grinch, and I'd be talking about the newest animated Grinch. We just watched that last weekend. It's so good, so good. A Christmas Story is pretty good too. That's the long musical one, right? That's the one I'm thinking of. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. What am I thinking of? Is that... Oh, I was thinking of White Christmas. Sid loves White Christmas, so she'll put it on like just randomly to have in the background because it's just a whole musical to listen to. Right, we got stuff to do. What texture pack do you use for your for the clouds? It's not a texture pack. It is a mod called Better Clouds that you can you have to download. It's a fabric mod. I don't know if there's a Forge port. I use the fabric port. All right. I had a little battle right there that I had before stream. You can see a little bit of the aftermath of arrows, and don't look, spoilers. Look, another arrow. Oh no, I'm not a porcupine. Wow, look at that. White Christmas is awesome. Yeah, we watched it recently. We just like had it on in the background. I'd never really sat there and watched the whole thing, and I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, stream today. What we are doing, my friends, is 1, liking the stream. 2, I want to finish what we started on Wednesday over there. We're going to bring it along this entire section. And then we're going to extend it to probably we'll go to where the cliff ends. We'll bring it here and kind of wrap it around the corner. It'll be fine. Where are you building the village? Spoilers, up there. But it's all good. Thanks for whoever gifted me the membership. Thank you for saying thank you. There we go. That's the word. Hope you're doing well, Ale City. Welcome on in. Should try Holiday Inn. I feel like we've probably seen that one, but I'll drop the Rex. I'll drop the Rex. How much coral do I have left? I think I put the coral back in a box. There's my coral box. Okie dokie. Your daughter says hi. Hi. Hello. Okay. Step 1 here. Let's grab a little bit of sand, and we can kind of mark out the area where we want the sand to go. It's very skinny in this section, so we need to be a little particular about where we're doing the stiff. We'll just bring that up there. That's fine. That's fine. These are going to be a lot smaller than the other tide pools. I'm thinking, because we just don't have the space, and I don't want to bring the sand out much farther. I kind of like this being a smaller sandy beach. So we're gonna keep with that. Shen, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it. Also, we have Scythe Poe at the 10 months. Hope all is well. Wanted to hop in, like the stream, and wish everyone the best. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Love your vids. Don't die soon. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to be a liver. I'm doing my best. Don't worry. I was really expecting the Pillager Castle one to be like a little bit closer to like when the Ravager got involved and everything. I was kind of expecting that to be a totem pop potential, but it didn't happen. It did not happen. So I was pretty happy about that one. Not trying to be a kidney. No. Kidney friendly, but no, we're trying to be a liver. How I become a member? I've subscribed. There's a join button below the stream that you can click on. Should be right next to the like button that you can also click on. We do have 800 people in here, and we just hit 420 likes. So y'all can say hi now. You should watch Spirited. It's with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. Oh my gosh, we watched that for the first time. I didn't realize there was a musical going in. And so I was a little like, what the heck is this? And then like halfway through, I was like, okay, I actually kind of like it. Like, I don't know if it's like a yearly watch, but I enjoyed the process of the movie. It was good. It was good. Pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed it. Okay, there's our sand. I think that'll work. And then we can just come back in with a bunch of stuff and start really just messing it all up. It is dependent on the family on that one. Yeah. Stream keeps freezing. Try refreshing. It might help out. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. We need to go get a little bit more coral. We only have 13 dead brain coral. Yep. Let's go get a little bit more. We're gonna run out there real quick and come back. Sorry, chat. I didn't realize how low I was. I would have gathered more before stream, but you know, we're here for the Minecrafts. And parts of Minecrafting is gathering materials. Don't look at my village. I want to pop in the stream before work. Hey y'all, hey girl, hey. Wish all the best, but gotta get back to working outside on the rain. Oofers. Hopefully it goes by quickly. Nero, thank you so much for the 15 months. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Do hope y'all are having a lovely holiday season so far. Coral gathering stream, best stream. You're gonna watch me be frustrated that I break the coral fan with the wrong block, with the wrong thing every time. How do you get so many enchants on your boots without getting too expensive? I don't know. I just put it on, and I guess I got the right order. What's your thoughts on Lego Fortnite? You might be finding out on Tuesday. I don't know. There might be something coming out on Tuesday that might be a video related to Lego Fortnite. Favorite Lego set? You know, there's a new Yoda Lego that's like a foot and a half tall, but the original Lego Yoda that was like a foot and a half tall, that was one of my favorite sets. I still have it. Actually, I don't have it. My mom has it, and she refuses to give it back to me. She said that was tax for storing all of the Legos for so many years at her house. I was the kid who, like, you'd walk into their bedroom growing up, and pretty much every single Star Wars Lego was there, because every single birthday, holiday, or whatever, all I would ask for is another Star Wars Lego. So... Are you trying to beat the world record for longest hardcore world? No. There's no way. It's impossible to keep up with some of the live streamers. Jacqueline, if you look at, actually, I have more days than Cookie God does. Cookie's only at like 4,000 days or something like that, and SB is not even close to the record. The record right now of recorded, live streamed, or whatever hardcore worlds, the current record I believe is Linksy. They're over on Twitch. Really cool person. I love hanging out in their streams. But Linksy currently has almost 33,000 days survived in hardcore. 33,000. 33000. Actually, I think they're technically 32500, but they're 500 days off 33,000. So like, they're getting there. So if you're looking for that, I don't think Cookie God is fake. I've chatted with him a good amount. I don't think Cookie God actually fakes their videos. Cookie God though does do very simple things, because he and I were chatting and I was like, how do you produce so many videos? I was like, I would love some advice, because your work ethic seems to be a lot better than mine, and you're able to just constantly pump out content. I don't get it. And he was like, dude, your builds are 10 times more detailed than mine. He's like, I can just slap together a build in a day. I was like, yeah, you're right. It takes me like 2 or 3 days to build the things I'm making. So how many years is that? It's a lot. Linksy's been streaming for a long time. Yeah, I mean, I don't have confirmation either which way, but from chatting with Cookie, I don't think they're faking. I do know that Cookie has a massive team of people behind him that help. Like he has, I was chatting with, I don't want to say too much because, you know, there's a little YouTuber magic and things like that doesn't need to be shared, but I know his team, last time I heard, it was like 10 people, including like editing people, multiple editors, and then he has one person that purely does After Effects, and I don't even know what the other people do. I think a few of them are like research to figure out what video to record and like what would work on YouTube's. It's like a whole team. Dude, for some reason this song always breaks. Yeah, Linksy's over on Twitch if you want to go check him out. I know he's building a castle right now. I was watching him last night. He streams every single day, like 7 days a week for 8-9 hours a day. There's absolutely no way I can catch him in day count. I just don't play that much Minecraft. I wish I did, but I don't have it in me anymore. I love this game, but I need my downtime. I need the downtime to let the brain process and think of new ideas. Okay, there's 61. Let's break this one, and then we'll break these blue guys. We'll clear all these out, and then that'll be enough. Ice Queens, thank you so much for the dono. I'll let the bot read that one out whenever it gets around to it, but I do appreciate it. I think you also left a really nice comment on the video yesterday, too, so I think I responded or I hearted it or something. I can't remember. I definitely remember reading a comment from you, though. Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up, Blocky? How we doing? So I know there's a few other mods in here. Eggs, how we doing? Hello, hello. You hearted it. Yeah, yeah, okay. I was like, I know I saw one. Okay, let's get the fans, because I don't want to waste these. An infinite resource, I could create a farm to gather at any time that I want to. No, I'm not wasting these. Don't be silly.
Hey, for real.
Happy holidays, everyone. I hope all your holiday shopping is done and wrapped. Underscore carrot, I'm almost done, but I'm
wrapped,
working on my sister's gift.
Done.
A crochet scarf.
Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. I feel I would love to be able to like make stuff like that and do that, because that's such more of a thoughtful personal gift. That's cool. Good for you. One day I might get there. Who knows? So much stuff. Dying. Not yet. Almost dying. Near dying. Not done for me. Yeah, I've got. Oh wait, that looks really.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm sorry, but look at this. Look how cool that is. Just like the faded blue in the distance there, end of the coral reef. That's a really cool screenshot. Sometimes Minecraft is just. I would love to come out here and do something with these cliffs. Like those are so cool, like going up into the mesa and all that. I don't know. Building in a mesa is hard. It's not my favorite place. Hence the last mesa that we built in, I replaced all of the red sand with regular sand. Oh, I'm making live coral. Ah, we need to murder this coral. We don't need to keep it alive. Don't murder coral. Only in a video game. Even in a video game, limit how much coral you murder. Protect coral at all costs. Azalea 2.0. I didn't even make 1.0, so no. That's not for me to do. Now recreating something from Gobland, well, inspired by Gobland, that I did do. That I did do. Y'all gotta go. Ooh, I guess now because it's here, we can actually go look at that stuff. Oh, I've been wanting to show it off so much, so maybe we'll do that on our way back. If you haven't caught it, a new hardcore video came out yesterday, and we did a bunch of city building down in the industrial district. I hid even more farms down there. Also, we need to fix the bamboo farm at some point. It broke. And by it broke, I mean it's never actually properly worked since I put a roof over the top of it. So, yeah. Oop, dying. This goblin was so cool. It was fun to do that. Yeah, I really like how the tavern turned out. That'd be one that I do want to do the first floor interior at some point, but for the sake of time, I didn't. Look at the block. Look at the little cube. You little fish. That should be enough. That's a little over a stack. And then we got our cobble and mossy cobble. We're good. Were there challenges starting of this YouTube channel? I mean, challenges in terms of like actually making it and doing things. Like learning and editing software was huge. As far as growing the channel, it took me an entire year to get 100 subscribers. I believe I finished my first year on YouTube with 107 subscribers. And then I also didn't make any money off of YouTube for 18 months. From the day I uploaded my first video to the day I got my paycheck. My first $100 paycheck from YouTube was 18 months. So, I mean, those are some challenges. Working for a year and a half on it to earn $100. Then, I mean, after that, then that $100 started coming in every month, and then slowly grew to the point where it could become a full-time job. So, yeah, YouTube is not something you can just say, I'm going to quit my job and become a YouTuber. No, you have to start YouTube as a hobby. And then if the hobby works out and you like it as a hobby and you continue doing it as a hobby and really just enjoy the process of making videos and doing all that, then YouTube can become a job. But you can never just say YouTube is my job now. You have to let YouTube determine that it's going to be a job. And the way I would say doing that for anybody out there who's running a channel or anything like that, once YouTube starts making equal money to your real job or equal money to your expenses, so technically you could survive off of it, you need to wait 3+ months. You need to see if that's going to stay stable for 3. I went for 6 months. And then I also used that entire time to build an emergency fund. There was another 6-month emergency fund. So if things did crash, I could do it for 6 months and see if I could figure out a way to make YouTube work as a job. So that is that. If anybody's looking for advice from somebody who's went through the whole process,
here's what I could spare for your Christmas present, fWhip.
That is the best thing I would recommend.
And I hate YouTube and they're changing what I'm typing with predictive text.
Gross. Why are they doing that? The AI is on YouTube. No. AFS Gaming, thank you so much for coming to support her. Mary Minnow, thank you so much for the 12 months. 1 year. Big old flip hype right there. Sorry, I'm just, oh, there's mobs nearby. I was like, why am I not sleeping? I know why there's mobs nearby. I put a zombie and a villager in a boat down there. And Celestia, thank you so much for the dono. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you have a lovely Christmas yourself. But yeah, in terms of the way that I would say is the safest and smartest way, it's not the only way to do it successfully, to be like turn YouTube in a full-time job, is you need to be in a not stressful state of, oh my God, I have to be making money, otherwise I just can't live and can't pay my bills. So the way that I found to do that successfully was I saved up, like I said, 6 months worth of expenses before I quit my job and turned this into my full-time job. And then I'm very thankful to say that I never had to touch any of those. That just turned into a savings account for me. Never touched a single bit. So yeah. So this is the cocoa bean farm that we made. What's your armor trim? Wayfinder, Tide, Wild, and the chest is Silence, all with diamond. We got a little cocoa bean farm in here. My inventory's too full to pick that, so we're not going to harvest it for now. What was your job before YouTube? I worked in database management for some tech companies. Yeah, so we got that. I love that. I really like that little house over there. That one came in, and then there's over here. We have the Gobland inspired tavern. And I love this. I think this little bit right here, walking through here, and just this little covered arch, like doorway, like gate that you could close, and then this little back entrance over to this street is one of my favorite parts of it. Like, I really love it. And then down here is where the actual dripstone farm is. We have the drip lounge. It needs a little bit more decoration down here, I think. I was pretty simple on that. And then we have the point dripstone farm that does work now. I mean, look, it's produced 5. Yeah. Redstone with fWhip. Yeah. Gonna close that door and move on. Alrighty. Okay, over here. Look at that cool building part of it all. There's the front of the tavern. I tried bringing from in the Drip Tavern in Gobland. We had this above the main door, and I really wanted to bring that back. So I brought that back in here. I think it was really cool. And we have the Drip Tavern. So the lounge is below, and the tavern's up above. And the tavern right now does not exist. One day it might. Dripstone farms are pretty slow in general. Oh, yeah, no, they're terribly slow. I remember I made the one in Hardcore Season 2 before Dripstone Caves were like a real thing. Like, you had to get it from Wandering Traders. And so I slowly built out the point dripstone thing, or you could trade the blocks from stonemasons. And that thing was so terribly slow. And I did one with the flying machine, so it had to be like AFK-able. Yeah, that was rough. And then this right here, we have the lava farm, which is just in here. It's so bubbly. This is going to be like a forge of some sorts eventually. We'll do that in here. I'm kind of wishing I made it as a distillery instead, with like large, big old like vats for brewing or something like that, just because of how drippy and bubbly it sounds in here. Why don't you put the dripstone higher up to make sure that... Why did you put... I'm pretty sure it doesn't make it more efficient. I don't know. I just did it. I was making it up as I went. If you saw the entire redstone was wrong, I had to redo it all. So, yeah, that's the way I guess. Eggman, thank you so much for the 15 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we did those guys. I really like this. So the thing I was kind of talking about when I was doing it is I wanted to really close off the streets to make this feel more finished, basically, where we have built. So right now we have this little gap right here that is open, just untouched terrain. Over there, it previously was a massive gap that we cut off half of it with that. So it makes this square feel a lot more finished. And then like when you're over on this side, when you look back here, that feels very finished and very full, right? Because you have all the buildings there. You have the main thing here. We have the little horse. We have the buildings in the background. So there's layers. You can see all the way back there. And then we have this over there. And it just feels a lot more full. Everything down here has been completed. Well, minus we're gonna have the road going up that way, connecting behind, and probably have some houses and like some smaller wall right there is my goal. So yeah, I really like it. The industrial area is starting to feel very, very cool. I love it down here. It's so fun because we have all this stretching around behind. Like this feels very full and completed, especially now that we got that space in with those. And you can come all the way over here and all of this feels completed. This view now feels so much better because we have that building in there. And then even as you move forward, you start to see those two buildings and the gatehouse. And like here, this view, let me see if it works right now, if the shader's at the right time. Yeah, look at this. This is so good. This is one where I'm just like a little woohoo, good job me. It turned out really, really cool. I'm very happy with how this is looking. So I love that. That's so fun. It's really, really cool to see it with that. Over on this side of our little waterway, there's a few more places that need to be filled in. Like all of this is detailed, but I'd love to do something else in here. This needs to turn into a small cave. And then over here, we need to continue the city around that bend a bit and add like 3 or 4 more buildings and a crane. And then we need some big boats here in the harbor. And I'm also thinking this, I want to do like a weird like obelisk something right here, just as like a very vertical thing. And then we need to add another tree or something right in here. Then this needs a like 2 wagons, and we just need some foliage and bushes over here just to really dress it up, you know, because right now it's bare. There's not even tall grass on top of it. So yeah, I think the next like big city project I think is gonna be the harbor there, and then after that we'll do boat and finish this section of the harbor. And then we'll open this up a touch more. Maybe just that side gets toned back. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be really cool. The city from here, like we'll have a big crane there coming off of that flat point. Big old diagonal boat. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. But yeah, the city itself is just looking so cool. Dominic, thank you so much for the dono. I really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Glad you enjoy the videos and all that cool stuff. And cool to be a source of inspiration for you. We had residential houses with parks and a school. Yeah. A lot of the stuff up here is very residential. And down here being the industrial district, I want it more workmen's buildings. So every single building is a house on the second floor, but the first floor is very much like a shop or some sort of workshop, some place of commerce or industrial elements to it. Jinxie Heart, thank you so very much. As Sailor Pluto just said, OMG slay, thank you. But it is the holidays, so you could have wrote it out as slay, like S-L-E-I-G-H, but you know, it's cool. It's cool. We'll take slay right down. That's fine. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. But yeah, city tour wise, we'll add some more buildings in here. We're going to do a lot of residential stuff in here. I want to have like a party district too. I think, well, maybe not a district, but like along the main street here, I want to have colorful banners going between the houses and everything and all that stuff in here, as it looks like there's some festival celebration happening. And then we'll go back throughout the old region of the city and start transforming some of the streets and do more stuff like that, where we have the banner with the cloth or the fences with the banners hanging off of it, just kind of showing color. And it just adds a little bit more things to break up the view of it all. So when you're walking up, you feel a lot more immersed in the environment. But then, you know, we can see the tree in between all the houses and everything, so it's cool. Maybe a lighthouse in the harbor. There's no need for a lighthouse here because it's just the river. And there's going to be so many houses and buildings surrounding both sides of it. Like this inner side, that's been terraformed. We just need to replace all the stone with grass blocks. And it's gonna turn into something really cool too. But up here, we're gonna keep extending this down further and further and further. I need to figure out what the heck we're doing there. That is like that might be a January stream project if we just gotta sort that. Whatever it's gonna be, it needs to be sorted. But yeah, a while ago we added these little buildings in, and now that kind of finished off this little corner. And then I love this view, this little view down the street here. I want to do more of this. Like, as in, we have the multiple layers, we have the different levels, very much a mountain town of you're working with the terrain that you have. Like, I could have just brought this all down and flattened it and done that, but instead of having this little back little nook of an area here, and then you have to go up to get to the street, or it even goes splits here up versus down, and then that goes like big staircase going way up, and I need to just fix that and turn into a retaining wall of sorts. Just doing more stuff like that. I really want to keep doing it like that. And then the street over here where we just have so much elevation going up to it. I'm having a lot of fun doing that in these builds of just, like my biggest fear when building a city ever in Minecraft is it just feeling flat. And so I'm very much going elevation everywhere I possibly can. Maybe to a fault, but I mean, I love the look of it right now. So my friends, if you haven't, we got 1,100 people in here. We got 650 likes. So please be sure to leave a like if you have not already. That means there's over 500 people that have not left a like. Because I know there's been a bunch that have jumped in and said, hey, I'm leaving a like, but I can't stay. So please, anybody who is able to, I very much do appreciate it. Helps me out a ton. So thank you. Can you make some spooky abandoned buildings, empty shops or sales, or buildings that are currently being renovated? Renovated? Yeah, we'll probably do one or two like that. But otherwise, I want it to, the city is kind of a utopia without the negatives of a utopia of, I mean, we might have some villagers trapped in a box underneath it all, but you know, that's fine. It's just part of it. It's Minecraft. But the main reason is I want it to just feel so full of life. Every house is occupied by somebody and they all look lived in and just a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know too much about like where I want to add in like a broken down or ruined house or structure or something like that, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see where it goes. Could change as we're moving. All right, I need andesite. And I don't think I use... No, I did use a little stone. I know Mel's situation with those underground villagers. Yeah, it's fine. I stay motivated for so long. I've started 3 buildings in my world and I'm losing motivation. I haven't even completed them. You got to figure out why you like playing the game and go with that. If you don't like building, that's fine. Maybe building in Minecraft isn't for you. And it doesn't have to be. Just because it's a popular thing that a lot of people love doing doesn't mean that you also have to do it. And it doesn't mean you're any worse off for not doing it. So if you don't like building Minecraft, that's fine. But if you do like building, maybe you need to find out what about what you're currently building makes you not enjoy playing the game. Let me get a little bit more mossy cobble. Let's do this. We can do that. Actually, I'm gonna put that on. We don't need the Electro right now. What's happened so far? We've gathered a little bit of coral, dead coral blocks, so that we can come over here and do some detail work. And now we're back over here doing some detail work. We're trying to make little tide pools of sorts. Are you gonna put goats on the mountain you made? I don't really put animals on the terraforming projects I do, but I have been wanting to make like a goat pasture recently, so we might do something like that. Like a goat ranch, I think would be kind of a fun project to do. The only problem is goats are a pain in the butt to get to stay in one place. They're just gonna keep jumping over the fences and be like, I want to go over here. And then to make, I wish, like, I get it that goats jumping is a funny thing in Minecraft, but also it's so annoying. It makes me not want to work with the mob when the mob just, like, you're trying to do something just to make like a little home for the goats, And in order to do it, can't they jump like 15 blocks? Not 15 blocks, like 5 blocks, 6 blocks. I was way over exaggerating with 15 there. But can't they just like jump stupidly high? And so in order to get them to actually like live somewhere, you have to build a massive fence, which then you can't even see inside unless you build a giant glass fence, and that's ugly. How do you texture in small scale? Noise. Look, research on noise patterns, or just keep trying it out. See if you can find something you like. Yeah, this is just not even gonna have any. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. And we can do a little sandy section here. And we'll come back out over here, and maybe this whole bit. Boop, boop, a boop, boop, and a boop, and then a boop, and boop. Perfect. The accurate number of boops. I need some slabs. Stone slabs will do. Good building in big scale, but small is hard. Practice. That is all it is. Building in a larger scale is easier, which is why you see a lot of people do it, because you can blur things a lot more easily at a grand scale. And then also you hit on the super, just so cool mega build stage in Minecraft right now. So cool. Mega builds are great, aren't they? Okay, let's do another one here. Oh, I haven't used that other type of coral at all. Sprinkled a little salt. You're talking about me? No, I mean, I love mega builds and all that. Like, they're fun. They're easy to do. But, like, there's people that... Like, I mean, it's all different build styles and how you want to do things. But I find that smaller scale builds that add up to a mega build, for me, that is a lot more impressive. Like, that is... If somebody's able to do that... Mostly because that's what I'm interested in. So that's what I find more impressive. Somebody's able to do it and pull it off and just make something amazing. But when you're able to add in a bunch of tiny little elements of things that add up to like a big thing, like the city project that I'm working on, when people can do that, to me, that is just like such a cool thing to be able to accomplish and do, because that's where my interest lies. But there's definitely an art form in the massive, just crazy giga projects that people do that go from like ground level to build height and all that. But I personally don't find them as cool, mostly because it's not where my interest lies. Doesn't mean it's bad, but it's just something that like, it's art. Everybody appreciates art in different ways. So yeah.
Pleased to meet you.
Do a little rock here. Yeah, I think that works for this shore line over here. That's fun. And then let's just get all the little details thrown in. Mega is cool, but cities are cooler, I agree. It's something that, like, player scale to me is cool. I love to build player scale things. And when you get into the realm of mega, it's ends up with a doorway that's 25 blocks tall to walk into a room that is 100 blocks long, and the most of it's a hallway. And I know a few people are probably like, stop calling me out right now. To me, though, that's a lot less impressive, especially because a lot of that just comes in terms of using third-party tools to make it happen. And then also in there, a lot of that is just world edit magic and things, which cool. Like you're still making impressive builds and they're really grand and cool looking, but personally to me, they just don't scratch the same Minecraft building itch that I like to go for, just because it's not what I prefer. Doesn't mean it's bad, it's just not for me. Where's my glow light in? Right in here. Wise Potato one says people like what they like. Exactly, yeah. So that was a Wise Potato indeed. Build at a smaller scale at first, then gradually move to larger scales. Yeah, a lot of people when you first get involved in like building and getting in there, it's easier to go larger because it's easy to throw in extra details. Like building at a massive scale in Minecraft is easier because you can make shapes more easily at that larger scale. Like look at Minecraft circle charts. The circles at a larger scale are a lot more believable. It's basically going to a higher definition. So yeah, you're gonna find a lot easier success when you have more things to make the shapes. But I don't know. Is what it is. Build and play how you want to play. I'm just gonna do a little teeny tiny itsy bitsy bit of shaping. Whereabouts is this? If you were to go to spawn and go directly south, you would hit this. You know that river that I cleared out? Like the cliffs in a few episodes ago? Those are, if you follow this waterway around, they are right there. Don't look at my village. Yeah, so this is that big cliff, and then there's the mud brick castle. For everybody who's asking where we are right now, we're out here. We out here. Find building on a smaller scale is easier. Yeah, for me, the way that I like to think about it in building and everything in Minecraft is everything I make is player scale. Whatever the player is scaled around, for me to make an environment that I feel like a Minecraft player could live in, I always go for player scale. Unless I'm specifically doing something that's supposed to be larger or smaller. But everything I do is always themed around how big the player is. Like the biggest doorway you'll ever see me making would be like 7 blocks tall, and that's because it's an entrance to a throne room in a castle. And it's meant to be this big grand thing. But you'll never see me making like a 25 block tall doorway leading into just a giant, absolutely massive space. What inspired you to start making YouTube videos? I was helping to develop the Conquest Reforged mod, which is a Minecraft building mod. Pretty cool stuff. If you really, really want to get into the building community and you're like, Minecraft doesn't have enough blocks and I really like medieval building, check it out. It's very cool. It adds like 15,000 blocks to the game. I think it might be more. When I stopped working with them, we were at like 10,000 total blocks added in. And they're all very medieval stylized and stuff. But anyways, yeah, so I was doing that. I was working there, or not working there, but just helping with that project and kind of guiding it into what it could be and what it's turned into. And then after that, one of the guys who was also helping with us, who is a YouTuber, DukeConRed1, if anybody's a super OG in the community, you'll know that I used to record a lot with him. He's no longer an active channel. He moved on in life to do other things. But he was like, hey, I think you could do a good job making videos. And we need more people to make videos to kind of get the word of Conquest out and help grow the community. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm bored. I'm on summer term right now in college, and I'm taking 1 class a day. And outside of that, I have nothing else to do with my life because all my friends are not on campus. So sure, let's give this a shot. And that's how I started making videos. It literally was out of boredom. And look where we are. From one bored college student to 1.6 million subs on YouTube. That's a journey. What day are you on? 5,833. That's looking pretty good. I like it. Okay, cool. What a journey. I know. It's just casual. It was just like that too, overnight. Bored college student, 1.6 million subs. Just done. There. Let's do it. Just was like, yeah, I wanna do YouTube now. Oh, cool. Look at me. It's false. False statement. Don't believe that. Okay, you go back in here. The rest of these are kind of junk boxes I've been having. Easy. Just, yeah, simple. Look at the switch. Okay, let's go repair the elytra, and then we need to get a bunch of iron and stuff to make some beacons. What, like it's hard? Yeah. I was giving one of my buddies a hard time this morning. And I was just like, dude, just come. I've been playing a bunch of WoW Season of Discovery. I've been having a bunch of fun with it. And I was like, I've just been, for any WoW player, the Battleground right now, Warsong Gulch, I've just been in there just destroying people because my character is pretty geared. And I had one last night where we got like we got 100 kills in our team to the Horde team got a total of 20 kills. And I had like 37 killing blows. So like I was just destroying people. And it was so fun. But I was like, one of my buddies, he's been busy with work. And I was like, dude, just get to level 25 and we can start running Battlegrounds together. I need more people to play with. And he was like, yeah, just let me go win the lottery and I'll quit my job and play video games for a living. I was like, just start uploading videos and the checks come in. That's how it works. I don't know what to tell you. I was like, no, that I had to clarify. I was like, that's not how it works. How does one go about finding and commissioning an editor? That's a great question. I don't know. Marcos found me. Yeah, I didn't. I was not in a place where I wanted an editor. No part of me wanted to start working with an editor. I very much liked having the control over my videos. And then I was talking with a family member who works with Marcos as well. And they were like, dude, it's been fantastic. It's given me so much time back in my day and my life, and I'm able to actually do things outside of work. And we were out to dinner with them, and Sid just looks over at me and goes, wow, having free time, something along those lines. Not really. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll talk to him. And then like a month or two later, that was during Afterlife SMP, is when Marcos and I started working together. So I was like, hey, I'll bring you on. Let's test out Afterlife and see if we enjoy working with each other or if we hate each other. And we'll go from there. And then I was just like, wow, look at all these hours I have to do things in my life again. And so, yeah, that was great. But if you're an active creator and you're looking for somebody, talk with your friends, see if they work with any editors. And that's a good way to go. Word of mouth is your best bet, because there's a lot of people out there that are selling their editing services, but they barely know how to use Premiere Pro, and then they charge you hourly. And yeah. I've had a few friends work with new editors, and then those new editors have just like spent like 20 to 30 hours making a video and charged them like $30 an hour, and that's it. And it's something that they previously were editing the video themselves in under 3 or 4 hours. So yeah, word of mouth is the best bet. Like that's the way to go, 100%. That's what I would recommend doing the most. Let's go refill some rockets just because this shulker's getting a little low. before we go get our fireworks. Or no, we're going to get rockets. We're going to get fireworks now. Then we'll go get our beacons. Where's the name fWhip come from? Back in the StarCraft 2 days, I was getting really, really competitive in the game. And I was looking at the leaderboards, and me as like a 13, 14-year-old kid at the time was like, every single person on these leaderboards has the top 200 people that are in the Grandmaster League. Almost every single one of them is just some weird name. Like, it's just a word. Like, one of the best guys out there who I looked to so much when I was playing was, his name was just Select. Like, that was his name. And so my brain went, cool, I just need a really, really simple name. And then for some reason, the name that popped into my head was Whip. And I entered that in, and it said, name has been taken. And I was like, this is a fail. And then I was like, wait, that sounds cool. And then fWhip was born. And that is what I've named all my things after ever since then. And for some reason, when I started the YouTube channel, I was like, fWhip sounds weird. Let's just go with fWhip. And that's the exciting story of how we got here. Yep. I know. You're welcome. Very exciting. So cool. Juggalette, thank you so much for stopping by. You have a good one, all right? Okay, we need iron and we need beacons, because we need to set up a bunch of beacons along the waterway, because we need to tear that all down a ton. And then we'll go make some underwater breathing potions. How did we get here? I don't know. It's just magic. We're getting the Wayback Machine with fWhip today. Yeah, there you go. That's the Wayback. It is kind of weird how, like, people will just... I mean, that's way more than I need to set up 4 beacons, but we're just gonna take it. We'll just throw away the rest of the blocks of iron. It's fine. I don't think we'll do conduits. We could. We probably should. But I don't know. Okay, so we got our iron. How many beacons do I have just chilling? 7. Easy. Actually, I want to keep one in there. We should only need 4 beacons, to be honest. Wasn't the OG username something gamer? No, it was Dark Hunter. That was my when I started playing Warcraft 3, when that was new. My first online game. I mean, actually it wasn't first. I was playing Age of Empires and things like that. I couldn't tell you what those names were. But yeah, Dark Hunter. I thought I was really cool. Everybody has bad usernames at some point. You just gotta embrace them. Okay. This is where the fun begins. Radio. What we need to do is set up a bunch of beacons so we can mine to there, and we can mine all the way down to there, because this all needs to come down a ton. I think this will be a good, decent distance. Oh, you go down. Mine was a Witch King. Hey, you know, we've all probably had something after that. That's fair. Time to dig. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of shulkers. Why did I only get 1 ingot? First beacon done. And we zoom. What, that goes 50 blocks? Right? But then we'll have a little drop off because we're going down. So where are we at here? 340. So go to, yeah, we'll go to, yeah, that works. That works. This is fine. Nope. How much did I miss? Dude, you missed like the most important ever hour of Minecrafting. No, we've gathered up some coral. We built a little beach. Mine was Programmer 47. Hey, see? We've all been there. Now we're at 400, so we want to go to like... I think this will work. I think this will work. Pro gamer. I read that. Oh, yeah, no, I'm... oof. I'm trying to remember what my Club Penguin username was, because I remember that being pretty cringe. OP Kirby when I was 8. Yeah. We've all been there. We've all been there. At least I wasn't alone. I'm trying to remember. God, this is gonna date me. The Club Penguin username, and then also the Neopets. Any other Neopets enjoyers? I'm not old. I was just playing at a very young age. I think 3 beacons will be enough. Neopets was so good and so bad at the same time. Does that bring us... I mean, we're gonna for sure lose the buff. Ow. Do I have the buff here? Are you ticking back up? Dude, how close do I have to be to get this buff? Okay, so we get it here. Oh, hi. Copper. Okay, let's go drop these extra iron blocks back off. And then, yeah. Dude, I remember I got perma-banned on Club Penguin at some point because somebody hacked my account. And I was so sad because I was such a high level. Somebody hacked my account and started spamming things in the chat and swearing and all that. And so I got a perma ban for swearing. And I was like, I would never. I would never do this. Club Penguin, why? It was tragic. It really was. Thoughts on the Neopets game? Are there still Neopets games? If there are, I've never heard of them. And that's probably for the best. I guess I missed this one earlier. Beatrice, if you're still in here, thank you so very much for the 4 months. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What happened to Skyblock Hardcore? Did you get bored or just not perform well? It honestly did not perform well at all. The first 3 or 4 episodes were amazing. And then the next episode came out and was half the views of the previous one. And then the next episode came out again after that, and it was again half the views of that. And then the next episode came out and was again half the views of that. And then the last episode I published in my videos, I typically benchmark them where I'm at on my channel is within 12 hours. Most of my videos are above 100,000 views. Especially the hardcore series. Like we're hitting 100,000 views in the hardcore series within 10 hours of posting. And they usually are getting 250 to 300,000 views on average. When I put out the 10th or the final episode of the Skyblock series, 10 hours in, it had 40,000 views. And then it just never really recovered at all. Like sometimes they'll do slow at the start and then they'll really pick up later, but that one just no, it had absolutely no movement. So it's kind of one of those things where I was like, I'm putting a lot of hours in this that I could dedicate to something else or just give myself time back personally and probably see a lot better results. So I decided to go and do that. Okay, so we get the buff out there. That's good. Then we should have clean buffs throughout this entire thing. Totally build a big boat on the river. Yeah, once we get it dug down, we'll keep doing some more stuff. We've got about 40 minutes that we can start digging today. So we can just toss all these shulker boxes down here. Make it even for the OCDs. And then I feel like I have so much stone that we're just gonna trade for now to a fortune pick. And we're gonna conduits are just not gonna cut. Okay, yeah, let's go make some potions. Underwater breathing potions are pufferfish and redstone, right? Yeah, it's a little too late to add another skyblock. It's been way too long. I like looking back, I should have done one more and just been like, hey, we're gonna end it here. But also it's kind of funny ending on a clutch of me barely saving myself. So he lived happily ever after. Do we have any pufferfish? That's gonna be a gnar. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Any water breathing in here? One water breathing potion. Dang it. It'll have to do. Do we have another in here? Sometimes I keep some extras inside. Yes. Okay, we can add one redstone dust to those. Anything in here? Weakness. Oh wait, that's our an 8. Ooh, we're gonna waste. It's one redstone dust. It's fine. If I have any redstone. I don't have any redstone. Okay. It's one redstone dust. It's not fine. I'm almost out of redstone. I think I just need to build like a redstone factory and just throw in like 40 clerics. Build a big pirate ship in your desert build. Maybe we can do one out in the ocean, but I don't want it to be parked in the city. Right. Right. Now we can get back to work. You doing New Life anymore? No, I'm not, unfortunately. I'll have a new SMP starting up soon. Not soon. Month or two. That we'll get going there. SMP season will come back after the holiday break. You have Witch Farm yet? No, I don't. You want to see the doggos? They're chilling downstairs. Okay. I'm going to start. Then we're going to put a little marker in here. We're going to drink our bubbles. Start the day with some bubbles. And we're going to start our digging.
Pleased to meet you.
Excuse me, sir. I'm on a time limit here. How do people get hit by drowns with tridents so much? They are really easy to dodge. Like, all you have to do is not swim in a direct line from them. Like, I remember watching Decked Out, like some people doing runs, and I was always so confused how people just kept dying to the Trident Boy when they are also swimming. I don't see it as being a difficult mob to evade. Where'd you get your mods? Oh, Modrinth is mostly what I use. I hate swimming underwater. I hate breaking blocks underwater. There's a weird bug in Java that I'm sure all of you Java players out there know about, where I will just be walking forward randomly and it'll randomly just decide, oh, you're going fast enough, so we're gonna make you go into swimming animation now. Like, no, I did not hit crouch and I did not hit sprint. I do not want to swim. No, I have my bucket. Okay, that fixed all that. Happens in Bedrock too. Dude, I don't know how that's... I think all it means is none of the Mojang developers build underwater builds. I think... Or they have never had to clear any mass terrain sections out underwater, because if they did, you best believe this would be fixed overnight. It is one of the most infuriating things. It's one of the main reasons why I don't do much underwater, is I hate this. And I also cannot bring myself, like, draining the water, then filling the water back in is not an acceptable fix. I don't cause a stink about too many features of the game or quirks of the game, but man, this one sucks. I really want all this dirt, so I don't want to let that despawn, but the stones and things I don't really care too much about. My goal here is to dig ourselves down far enough to where we start getting a little bit of the shadow off of being in the depths. So I know that's a bit further than this. Diorite's worth keeping. I just don't need any more stone or cobblestone. Like, I have enough. It's even worse in Bedrock. I found, like, as soon as you get in the water, it tries to put you in swim mode. Yeah, I think they probably did that to try and help mobile players. I'm gonna say it, and I know there's probably some mobile players in here, and I'm sorry that you have to play Minecraft on a mobile device, but I think Minecraft catering to support mobile devices and everything that entails them doing has actively made the game worse. It's a bummer too, because like there's a large portion of people that play on mobile, but Bedrock being something that exists on all versions of the game, like, and is consistent across PC, everything, if you're playing on Bedrock, I think by doing that and then also making it the same as mobile, it's actively made the game worse because there's so many limitations. Like on Bedrock, you have to crouch to activate your shield, and then if you uncrouch, it deactivates your shield. And that's the only way. and then you have very limited offhand capabilities, and it's all because they couldn't find a way to make it make sense in mobile. And that's a bummer. I play on mobile, but I use an Xbox controller. Yeah, I mean, yeah, mostly because my phone is just as powerful as a computer. Yeah, no, I think it's fair. Like, I think mobile being there and being a thing is great, but I also think mobile should, like, be its own, you know? Like, there should be mobile Minecraft, it's like that Pocket Edition, you know? But it shouldn't hold back the other versions of the game so that it can also be there, you know? Yeah, I don't play on mobile. My thumbs are too big. I can't see the screen. The only mobile game I play is like those stupid little city builders where you just make your town and come back every 8 hours. I will say, though, I've been into Warcraft Rumble. Warcraft Rumble's been pretty fun. But anything Warcraft in the title that's made by Blizzard, I will be playing. It's not a problem, I swear. Yeah, mobile was its own version, and then then when Bedrock became a thing, they brought it all in together so that it could have its own place. Like, I get it. Like, in essence, I totally get it. Being able to play cross-platform, massive. But also, Call of Duty and Fortnite and all those are cross-platform. And you don't see the PC version or anything being held back by playing with mobile players. If anything, they basically just say, yeah, you can play on mobile, but it's going to be a lot more difficult. Because you have to keep up with the others. But, like, here's a little extra aim assist. And I think that's a good way to do it. But granted, that's a first-person shooter versus a survival game. So it's different. Could be my bad take of the day, but I don't know. I feel like it's true. Jaws with the 20
Pleased
months?
to meet you.
20 months? Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Finally caught it live stream. Welcome on in, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're having fWhip's bad takes of the day. Have you ever tried the award-winning MMO Final Fantasy XIV? Now with a free trial to level up to 70 with 2 expansions? Oh my gosh, are you trying to advertise Final Fantasy XIV? The obvious not best MMO out there? Wow. Yeah, no, that's the best one. It wasn't me just saying wow. The best one out there is wow. Which also has a level 70 boost that you can get right now to get right into raiding. Vale, you're saying it? You're saying, aren't you you're the big WoW player and you're saying Final Fantasy's better? Nah. I think Final Fantasy does a better job at catering to new players. I will say that. But if you're looking for like a hardcore MMO, like, and you really want to get into the progression and like really grind it out, like WoW is better. But as far as like an open, easy to access, easy to play and explore the world, Final Fantasy probably wins that out. I will say that. I was mostly just being a little bit ahead. Used to play WoW, but it got too viral for me. WoW community is pretty dang toxic. I will say that. The community is terrible, but if you have a group of friends to play with, it's fantastic. Season of Discovery right now being limited to a 10-man raid, perfect. I can find that many friends. So that's been fun. And it's really low time commitment. We're raiding again this afternoon, and the last time we did the raid, it took us 46 minutes to clear the entire raid. And that included getting people in the group to get there and do all of it. That's fantastic. An MMO where you can clear the best content out there in 40, like the world record right now is 17 minutes. Like we're not even close to that, but I want to swim again. I think this is the last layer we'll take it down to. We'll start sloping it off a little bit better. Never play the games you're chatting about. Probably good. It really is. Any MMO is a great way to just like suck all your free time. As an MMO player, I will admit it, that they are kind of a problem. They're so fun. But they're also a big time commitment, but they're so fun. I'll be honest, I don't enjoy the Final Fantasy world too much. So I've never really been that interested in checking out Final Fantasy 14. So that's probably more on me than anything. I just know that if I want to play an MMO, I'm going to go to the one that I know, and I know WoW really well. I unfortunately know it very well. Free time you get by hiring Marcos, it, you know, might have went back and no, wow, it's fine. Shh, we don't talk about that. Think of all the free time you get by hiring an editor. All the other video games that you can play. No, I just kind of recently got back into it, really. I played Wrath Classic for a while. I don't like retail. I will say that much. I don't like retail WoW. 1, super toxic. 2, I'm too washed up. There's so much going on. There's so many effects, and there's so many things that you need to track, and such narrow windows to be able to do it. That's just stressful. It's like it's a lot of the fun of raiding is like the big progression rating for me. But when all the progression rating is based around every single 20 of the 20 people in there have to do this mechanic in a 5-second window, and they all have to do it right, or the entire group is dead. Like that, less fun, much less fun. And then also you're expected to grind Mythic Plus dungeons and do your, what is it, 10 dungeons right now to fill out your vault. So you have to do that. You have to grind all your dungeons. You have to get them all completed. Do that so you can max out your character and get the best chances for new pieces of gear the next week. So you can be slightly stronger so that your group has enough damage, blah, blah, blah. And it's just so many things. It's so many hours. That's why I like Season Discovery. It is, my character is maxed out outside of raid. And so it's every 3 days I can play for 45 minutes, and that is all I need to do to make my character stronger. Sounds so much like Destiny 2. Oh yeah, Destiny is a full MMO. Yeah. WoW, Destiny, Final Fantasy, Elder Scrolls Online, they're all the same in the end. It's just what world and minor gameplay changes you like more. They're all good. I played Destiny 2 when it first launched, and I had a good time. I really enjoyed it. I played through the first 2 raids, and then I kind of lost touch after that just because I got hooked on other games, and my buddies I was playing with decided they were done. So I was like, well, I'm not going to find a new group of people to play with, so I'm just going to retire. Guild Wars 2 was fun. I played that when it first released. I played that. I had a hard time understanding the end game and the gearing progression, so that was a little difficult to jump into for me, but it seemed fun. Guild Wars 2 is definitely something I'd be interested in checking out again if like I had friends who were playing, but all my friends either just play RuneScape or they just play WoW. Lord of the Rings Online resembles WoW a lot, they say. Yeah. A lot of the WoW lore you can equate back to Lord of the Rings type things. So the story can be pretty similar. Lord of the Rings Online is an old game though, right? Like that's very, very old. Or is there a new one? They reinvent it. Lost Ark. Lost Ark was a grind. That is the most grindy MMO I've ever played, maybe outside of Black Desert Online. But at least in BDO, you could feel your character getting stronger. In Lost Ark, you felt your character getting stronger, and then you would go to the next zone, as you would get your next progression thing up, and you just feel like you're slapping things with a wet noodle again, and you're doing no damage. And so you just feel completely like you reset the game, but you still have your same character, but like the whole game is completely reset. And all that's changing is then you're getting the power level again to be able to clear that. And it really just feeds on that completionist mentality of you have to get the stuff done. And I was hooked on it for a while. I actually played that a bunch with Lizzie. Callum was really into it. Scott was really into it. Jimmy was on for a while. And we had a whole crew. There's a lot of the YouTube crew got really into Lost Ark when it came out in the US. And then we kind of realized after getting like, I think I was in like the 1700s in the gear, whatever the gearing progression was. Like you had your power level. It was like 1400 or 1700. I can't remember what. But like, and I was like, I've just done the same thing 6 times over. And the only thing that's changed is the boss mechanics I need to learn how to avoid. I played Lost Ark, but only for a little while because I got bored of it. Yeah, I was like enjoying it because I am very much a completionist person, and then I was just like, it is sucking up so much time that I should be using to work instead. And I'm just here playing Lost Ark and going for it. And I was like, I need to tone it back. So as soon as a lot of the friend group quit, I was like, I gotta quit too. I can't. I do very much get into the addictive video game behavior cycle of I get trapped in games a lot, and I'm like, I just gotta keep logging in and keep doing it. I gotta finish the thing. I gotta get the next upgrade. Gotta do this, and so as soon as I get a moment of like a coming up for air and like pulling myself out of the game, usually when I do that with those types of games, I don't come back. Like I usually don't re-pick up games. The only ones I've ever like just constantly re-picked up is WoW and Minecraft. Those are the only 2. And Warcraft 3. But Warcraft 3 I just play for the mini game, so it's different. I'm one of the few people that you'll still see in Warcraft 3 lobbies. Okay, inventory's full again. Alrighty. How's stream begun? Good. We're just chilling, talking video games. Only Minecraft is game to put all the hours in, even if you're not YouTuber. It uses all my time because I have massive projects and also documenting it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games that, like, Minecraft is something where if you just need a place to express yourself, it is a beautiful game for that. And, like, it's difficult to find forms of creative expression nowadays if you're not in, like, unless you're very good about keeping a hobby, which also keeping a hobby like that, like drawing or, I don't know, knitting or playing an instrument or something, can require a lot of just like extra time and space. Like knitting or drawing like kind of assumes that you have a drawing table or a place to knit or a place to store all the things, and then you probably, like, in the modern world, especially if you're in this right now, you have a technological device already. Installing Minecraft on that is a very easy way to just find a creative expression. And that's what I loved about it to begin with, was Minecraft was a place that I could just log into and build and mess around and be creative, and it was only on my phone. Like, I love Legos, absolutely love them, but cleaning up and storing Legos, don't love so much. Yeah, Minecraft is very much an art form. It's kind of the modern day version of sculpting. You don't really find too many people that sculpt things anymore. I mean, granted, probably there weren't too many people in the past that did it, but like 3D modeling, 3D art, that type of stuff, that's Minecraft. If I don't draw for long enough, I go a bit stir crazy. Yeah, there you go.
In and out of game?
No, if I don't build a Minecraft for long enough, I like start seeing builds in my brain and in my dreams. Mostly because it's what I do every day, all day. So when I kind of don't do it, my brain is like, we still are thinking about this. That part of the brain cannot be turned off, by the way. And I'm like, I know. Any Christmas plans in and out of game? In game, no. We'll stream Wednesday and Friday next week. I probably won't stream on Monday. Maybe I will. I don't know. It's gonna depend. I'm using Monday. I need to finish up the video, and my wife's grandparents are staying with us for Monday, so they're gonna be here. Or they come in tomorrow, and they're staying with us through the weekend through Monday. So I need to find some time in there to finish recording the next video, so I can get it off to Marcos, so he can do his magic and get it wrapped up before it's supposed to release next Thursday. I'm just clearing this down a layer so that they're all even. Then we'll go 2 by 2 and take it all down further. Yeah, we next this I was already talking about this Sunday or this Saturday when they get in town. After that, we have an event every night through December 25th with different family or friend groups, and they're all gonna be so fun. It's gonna be amazing seeing everybody. My grandpa came in town, so we're gonna see him later this week. He's getting pretty old. He's 91, so anytime he comes in town, I'm like, we're hanging. We're doing something. So we're doing a big dinner at our house with all the fam who's in town with him. And then outside of that, it's just going to different family groups for Christmas celebrations, because we very lucky to have a lot of people. So we're doing Christmas with my wife's parents. We're doing Christmas with my stepmom. We're doing Christmas with my mom. And that whole side of the family. And yeah, so there's a lot. We're gonna be very busy. Very, very busy holidays. All fun stuff though. And then we're back for a few days, and then we head off to go celebrate New Year's. We're headed out to New York. Goblin Flip, yeah, he's still chilling up there.
Cha-ching!
Wicked Stacy, thank you so much for the gift membership. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also just looked at the time. I got another 20 minutes before I need to wrap up stream. With hosting stuff at our house, we have house cleaners coming. They're supposed to be here at 1. Yeah, Minecraft quite literally is the best investment I have ever made. Granted, it's my job to play Minecraft and make videos and things like that. But I bought Minecraft when it was $15. That was all I paid for this account. I am still on the same account. I have since bought one more Minecraft account so I could have a camera account, and I bought that one when it was $20. So my total cost of Minecrafting, not including computers and everything like that, is $35. I think I've had a pretty good return on investment with that. just a wee little bit. Free for me. Yeah, I bought it when it was 15. I know one of my friends got it when it was $5. He's like, you should play, you should buy it, it's only $5, the game's great. And I was like, no, it looks so bad, this game is ugly, why would you play that? It looks terrible. And then he was like, just borrow my account, you'll enjoy it. And then I did, and then I was like, oh no, it's good. We do like Minecraft. I had to pay 30. Yeah, isn't it $30 now? which honestly still, Minecraft being only $30, that is good for a game nowadays. Good luck finding a AAA title that's under $70 for the base version. And you know it's gonna have some cosmetic that's gonna be terrible. And then it's also gonna give you 2 days early access so you can play before everybody else if you just spend $100 on a single video game. Yes, I'm looking at you, Diablo 4. I'm looking at you. And you best believe for those 2 days that the game's out and that you're playing it early for everybody else, those servers are gonna be terrible. They are gonna be crashing all the time, and there is no way you're getting your money back if those servers are not up. Okay, I was seriously expecting this to take a lot longer to dig everything else out, but we're getting down there. That could go down a little bit more, but let's get in there. $100 for DLC. Yeah, I mean, Diablo 4. I mean, I will say I bought the Epic edition or whatever it was when it came out, because I was like, okay, I like this game, and I would like to be a higher level than when everybody else starts playing, so that when the game actually releases here, I'm farther into the game, so therefore I'm ahead of the player mass, and I can avoid a lot of the lag, because a lot of the way servers are handled are based off of the zone. And so if a video game comes out, the starting zones are usually terrible. But if you can get lucky for MMOs, and you can get lucky and get through the starting zones before the masses get through the starting zones, your player experience can be so much better. You will not have any lag really, unless the entire servers are going down. You can just skip past everything and fly ahead of everybody else. And it's great, but you have to get in early and you have to be able to get through the starter servers. And so for me, when a new MMO comes out, I love the start of MMOs. Like that is one of my favorite gaming experiences to have, is just when nobody knows how to play the game and everybody's on there trying to figure out how to play the game, and people are talking in the trade chat, they're talking in like the zone chats, just being like, hey, has anybody figured out where to do this? Anybody know how to turn in this quest or complete or find the secret? And people are just talking and trying to figure it out together. That is one of my favorite moments of gaming. Forever and always, like that's the best. But the second you get to the point where people start min-maxing things, Scott and I were actually talking about this yesterday. When you get to the point where anybody starts to just min-max gameplay, to be like, oh, if you're not doing this, you're 1% worse, so you're not even worth like having in our group. Doesn't matter if you could be a 10 times better player than the other person. They're like, you didn't do the thing that makes you 1% better. No, you're done. You're not even, you're dead to me. And that's such a terrible vibe to have, which is really where a lot of the toxicity in MMOs comes from, is the min-maxing side of it. So I love to get in early and play early before anybody has figured out those min-maxy things to really kind of create that toxic environment. And I also just don't care to put in the effort to do that unless it's something I can just slowly work on. Just happy to find out there's so many people like fWhip and Scar who just play Minecraft. That proves it's not just a kid's game. Dude, even if I wasn't a YouTuber, I'd still be playing Minecraft. I love this game. I wouldn't be playing it as much as I do now, but I think it's a very fair bet to say that I would still be playing Minecraft in some capacity. I think, though, I would be a creative builder. Like, I think I would just exist in a creative building state just so I can make progress more quickly. Don't get me wrong, I love survival. Survival is, like, as a YouTuber and having all the time in the world, more or less, to dedicate to this and make these videos, I think survival Minecraft content is a lot more fun to create and make videos off of. And it's something that has a lot more longevity to it. Creative Minecraft videos, if you're not going bigger and going better, your videos are flopping. Like, that's as simple as it is. Like, creative, you have to keep going bigger. But if you're not uploading videos and you're just making it for yourself, who cares what the size of the build is? One of my friends back a long time ago, I haven't chatted with him for a while. One of the people, I met him on a server, lovely individual. And we would just play Minecraft and hang out in a Ventrilo call. Yeah, I know. Ventrilo, if anybody remembers that before Discord. And and just build. And all she did was make little cottagecore houses. That was it. That was all she did was build a little house, usually a half hobbit hole, so she didn't have to build the back of the house. And she would just spend hours decorating the little house, fussing over every little detail in there, making sure it was all perfect, what color carpet was, where it was positioned, and all that. And that was all she did. And it was so cool. Like, I think that would be more the vibe that I would have if I wasn't a YouTuber. Like, I'd probably still be doing more like that. Because I feel like I don't have all of the time in the world to be able to dedicate to detailing things out. And I miss that. But I also don't have the desire to sit through and survival super micro detail things. That's a lot more fun and creative. Any building tips? Shape. If your shape sucks, your build sucks. And if your shape's good, your build is infinitely going to be better. Alright, I don't care enough to pick up all that cobble. Sounds familiar. Yeah, part of me wants to just do a live stream where we create a creative copy of this world and we go through and we just build the interiors, and then I just save them all as Lightmaticas, and then I will just slowly come back in and add them in the actual hardcore world. Like, I think realistically speaking, for me as a Minecrafter, that's probably the only way the interiors of the city will be complete. I have no desire to do them all in regular survival. It's just not fun. That'd be fun. I feel like a lot of people would be like, you're cheating. This isn't the hardcore. You're in creative mode. But also, screw those people, so it's fine. January stream project. I think January stream project, I actually don't have it in mind yet. I have not figured that out yet. I'm tempted to start the custom terrain. If any of you have watched the fWhip 2 videos, right? We're fWhip 2 watchers, right? You get all the Q&A stuff in there. I like making those videos. I've been really, really enjoying making those and uploading over there. And it seems like a lot of people are enjoying them too. We're at like 20, 30K viewers per, like 20 to 30,000 people every single upload. Like that's the views it's getting. So I'm like, wow. I was very surprised. I was expecting it to be like 10,000, but no, it's been awesome. I've been really, really loving doing those. January giant terraforming project over interiors. Duh. A terraforming project will never finish? That sounds so much more fun. No, I'll try and finish this one. Over here, rather's a long, cozy game style compared to like speed runs. It all depends on the context for me. It really depends on who is making the video and the vibe of that individual. I feel like I have a pretty healthy pace. I definitely know my content errors on the side of being a wee bit quicker. I will admit that. It's because I found a lot of success in transitioning my content to be a lot quicker. So that ship has sailed. That is long gone to be able to really slow the content down a ton. I feel like you know what you're gonna get with a fWhip video, and I love that. You know you're gonna get some cool builds. You'll probably get some random little interactions and funny bits, and you'll get some resource gathering montagey stuff, and you'll get the full cycle of survival gameplay, and it's probably gonna be 30 to 40 minutes long, and you're gonna see the most, like, summarizing the entire process I went through. Watch durability. Oh, thank you. I wasn't even paying attention. Like that's what I want to have in videos, is like a summary of the entire process. I don't need to bring you along for every step of the way, because that is like not smart to do. That's why live streams exist nowadays. But like you know you're gonna get when you're watching one of my videos. Yeah, pickaxe's got 105 durability on it. They break like 300 more blocks. We chillin'. Finish that layer at least. You will get one field at minimum. True. Alright, we're gonna finish digging this down, then I think I gotta run. No, you go there. No. Save a lot of inventory space. Hee hee. 60 blocks of copper. I watch your high-paced hardcore videos, but I also watch several hour-long ducked-out videos, both ends of the spectrum going. Yeah, totally. I think that's totally fair. I think that's great. I'm not trying to do all of it. We could do a conduit under, but then we'd have to move it every single time. But I guess I'm kind of doing these in paces. I don't know. I feel like we're not that deep. Like underwater here. Like we only need to grab, like, to do a layer here, we only need to come up once. So we're fine. I do have conduits though. I do have plenty of Hearts of the Sea now, as well, I have plenty of Nautilus shells now. I don't have many Hearts of the Sea. I think I have like 6. I would love to get more. I would love to use them for detailing. Gosh, conduits are so cool, but Heart of the Seas are so stupid to farm. I hate the process of getting them. They're like, every once in a while, if I'm out, I'll be like, yeah, let's go search this treasure ship. Like, let's go find it, and let's follow the map and see where it's going. But outside of that, that being the only way, and there's a very limited number, and treasure maps can lead you to treasures you've already dug up. Hate it. Ever thought about doing a modded Let's Play world like Create Mod? I thought about it. It seems very gimmicky right now.
Pleased to meet you.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of success right now on YouTube with Create Mod being what it is. Like, there's a lot of people who are doing Create Mod series. And after doing the Create Mod on New Life, I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. And I don't think it's something that I could, like, see myself doing for a really long time. So that's kind of why I haven't. But if I were to do, like, some random 10 episode modded series or something like that, then yeah, maybe. Yeah, like Create Mod was fun. I had a good time doing it on New Life. It was fun messing around with it. But it's also one that I was really starting to feel the needless steps of it. Like, the idea of building a cool contraption in Create Mod and Creative sounds fun. Sounds really, really enjoyable. Having to work through the process and manage your inventory to make it all in a survival, not as fun. I find Create Mod very fun to watch, not fun to play. Yeah, I know, Eggs, you've been doing a ton of it. So, I think that's kind of where I lie on Create Mod. Like, maybe. I'm not closing the door, but I'm not like, woohoo, come on in. There's that. Gotta do the rest of that. That's probably as deep as we'll take this for now. That's okay. When we come down and detail it, yeah. That analogy was everything. Hey, at least somebody understood it. Sometimes I feel like I make analogies and people are like, you what? You did what? Now we're at the depth where I will say having some sort of a conduit probably would be helpful. Especially when we have to mine coal. I don't mine coal anymore. That's for peasants. I will mine copper though. Actually, that's also for peasants. I don't need that. Unless I want raw copper, and raw copper is a cool block. There's no raw coal. It's just coal.
Pleased to meet you.
Adel, thank you so much for the 10 months. Also, Jay, thank you so much for the 7 months. Since Jay was first and I missed it. Hello, been a while since I was able to catch any stream due to time zones and work. Been watching the VODs to keep up with things. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. And Monday streams are a little bit later in the day when we do Monday streams. So I don't know where time zone works for you, but I try and do those just as if you're still in here, as a heads up, just to try and get some more times for people who can't normally catch them to be able to catch them. But thank you so much for the 7 months. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. And Adel, thank you again for the 10 months. I appreciate that. And we've got... we'll dig to that. That's fine. Yeah. That works. We'll fix up the base as we need to later. Dear fWhip, thank you so much for all your content and being an amazing person and creator. I wish you and the family all the best. Oh, thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going on a short break. We got a video next week, and then I'm taking a few weeks off for a well-needed vacation. But after that, we'll be back going strong next year. Oh, that's not a craft table. That's a craft table. Oop. Dude, almost over a stack of blocks of copper. Woof. As you should. I know. Thank you. I am looking forward to it. I'm gonna play so many video games that I don't normally play. No, I'm just gonna play a lot of WoW. Sid was like, so what are you gonna do when you're not working? I was like, I don't know. Try to not work. Try to not think about work. I don't know. We'll see how that one lands. Okay, cool. This is actually working out really well. I think that's where we got to end this, though, because, yeah, I have to get lunch and clean the kitchen before the house cleaners get here in 20 minutes. So, let's tear down that beacon. And then I'm just going to put these on top because, I don't want them popping up in the back of the video because I'm going to show this later in the video to be like, oh my gosh, look, we did something. I'm not quite there yet. And then I need my silk touch pickaxe back. Put it in here. Take you, and we will take you. You made it. Play Minecraft? Yeah, dude. No, I think my goal for January is to continue on with the tree a day. That is one of my big goals of January. Is I want to, my goal I think for the end of January is going to be to make 20 new trees. So, or maybe because that'd be 4 weeks, and Monday through Friday, a tree each day. That's my goal. So we'll see. I want to make more variations and versions of the trees that I have made. So that's, I'm looking forward to doing that. Just adding a little bit more detail and love and getting more variety in there. So like first up, I want to make a bunch more birch trees. I want like 3 or 4 new birch trees. Do hollow beacons work? No. They do not. Yay, new trees, hopefully. I need to design 1 or 2 new tree for this new village I'm working on. I'm gonna get some like wispy pine trees. Make them look like they're really just getting ravaged by the winds coming off the ocean. Hollow beacons? Hollow beacons don't work, no. You have to fill it in all the way throughout. My tree should become a full tree in January. Hype for that. Ooh, get it. Maybe I missed it earlier, but May, if you're still in here, thank you so much for the 7 months. And a Mo, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it. My dog has an upset tummy. She's sleeping now since fWhip is on. Hey, I got a doggo over here that's not feeling too great either. Okay, we got it all. Woohoo! There we go. Can you make a small version of the mega tree? We kind of have one over in the park by the mansion. Yuki, thank you so much for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. My goal, the end of the year, is tomorrow. The end of the year is tomorrow, and 500,000 blocks by hand. Tomorrow's not the end of the year. You got like 2 weeks, homie. Want to play Secret Life? It is an invite-only series. And you can infer the rest from there. Alrighty, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you all so very much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. If I don't see you again, thank you so much for the support this year. I really do appreciate it. Happy holidays, happy new year, all that cool stuff. We'll be back probably Wednesday and Friday streams next week. Just chilling, vibing, doing some more work in the hardcore world, getting things moving and all that stuff. But thank you so very much. Y'all are absolutely amazing. I really appreciate the support today and every other day and all that stuff. But I'm out of here for now, so I'll catch you on the flip side. Goodbye. That's the end screen wrong button. Okay, there it goes.